Let me introduce myself and tell you where I come from. In 1987, South Mead, Bristol, I was born. A short stone throw away, Horfield. That's where I was raised and still dwell to this very day. Baptized as Jamie, but blessed as LJ. I started with graffiti at a young age. It wasn't style, just damage, venting my rage. About the same time I started smoking grade. Ironic that my grade started dropping. I was more concerned with getting high, skateboarding and top rocking. After year 11 I had learnt a few hard lessons. Now off the Brunel to make some new brethrens. Stiggy was the first of many, we made good friends. Back in the day we used to split tents. After those 2 years of college I found myself a little older with a little more knowledge. As I weighed up my options in education, I didn't feel the need to stay. In fact, I felt the need to get paid. My first job was okay, but lasted less than 365 days. I realised that path wasn't for me, so I had a laugh and started saving up some money. Then I spent my hard-earned wages learning to snowboard, and from eBay I purchased my first sword. Since then my situation keeps repeating similar. I get bored, lose focus, end up handing in my notice. The truth is I'm not really sure where I wanna be. Maybe at home in bed with a fine honey, dreaming of the weekend probably. I wanna live life properly and make both of my parents proud. I'm sure I do, even though most days I'm just playing around.
Allow yourself to relax now. Allow yourself to connect with the sounds around you, with sensations that you feel.
I meditate to the breaks of the vinyl. The kick pounds, it sounds like the beat of my heart. I recreate, recycling the sample, growing my art, patiently waiting for the hip-hop revival to start. It's dark outside, many shades of grey, a black sky. I keep my spark within my soul, G, karma, rosette. Conversating with friends while we listen to rhythm, scribbling wisdom. As the ink's spilling, considering a different way of thinking. I party every day, not every weekend, because if you let it, life can be a joy. I'm sometimes sad, often I'm annoyed, but that's natural. Kicking only factual while I speak Mary Jane on the brain. I prefer smoke over drink, helps to ensure my boat floats and never sinks.
I meditate to the breaks of the vinyl, waves crash like dinner claps. Keep your looping format structured and ready to rap. We're digging deep in these gems, unearthing precious artifacts, contemplating life outside of this time lapse. Feel the freedom in my words like a legendary solo jazz sax. I refuse to be another statistic. Life's hard, so I remain pessimistic. Certain things have happened as of late, and if you don't know, you missed it. My life's like this, so if you don't understand or try to, it's all unplanned. I'm just trying to find my path, formulate my plan, stack a couple grand, control my life. I would never leave my fate in someone else's hands. So mistakes I make hold me till the brighter days. Look into my eyes, you'll see pain on my entire face. I'm still running in a tired race, waiting for a break. There's only so much I can take. I look to the sky and all I see is rain. So let it pour down and wash away the pain. Cleanse my thoughts and let me live again. Cause right now it's a constant strain. Memories are crashing, clouding up my brain. Got me talking out of space like an undiscovered race of subspecies in a stretched place. Self-contained in my mind, isolated, filled with hatred. I keep shouting fuck the world till I'm hyperventilating.
As I proceed to propel through this man-made life, I feel a hunger to achieve and succeed, overcoming strife, obstacles and bridges when the time's right, in order to continue on the path of seeking light. We've all experienced both sides of the fight, heaven and hell, from success to fails, pressure forcing your brain to derail. Mind's disconnected, but my lungs still continue to inhale. Wake up, open your eyes, cipher through the lies, the truth can't be disguised. Wake up, open your eyes, cipher through the lies, the truth can't be disguised. We all have our own ethics and laws to life. Just make sure that you follow your own advice. Don't let your actions become your own demise. Because we all know hypocrites only ever tell lies. Looking at life through an honest eye, I accept the majority struggle to survive. Like wildland exploited by man for benefits, causing more problems than politics. Wake up, open your eyes, cipher through the lies, the truth can't be disguised. Wake up, open your eyes, cipher through the lies, the truth can't be disguised. Wake up, open your eyes. I close my eyes to focus my mind. No distractions, let's take a look inside. Meditate and reflect within, breathe deep. Let the search begin, slowly feelings emerge. Seeds from the subconscious, visions are blurred. As I drift through the cosmos, lost within this void, drawn towards a black hole. I must say strong body, mind, brain, heart and soul. Throughout the journey, my character continues to grow. However, in order to survive I must adapt and evolve. Often feeling stuck, so many paths to follow. Many days have been wasted, waiting for tomorrow. I'm still learning myself and how to read the signs. Open your eyes, open your mind, don't live blind. Lessons we learn, answers we find. It will all become clear in good time.
Maybe if you place your faith and tie your laces, maintain a straight face and play your aces. Nothing ever comes easy, please believe me. This world is an oyster, but only for the greedy. For us it's just love, that's all that there is. Oyster card for the bus and a school for the kids. It's tar with a brush to chase more than enough, to try to live the dream before it all turns to dust. Exist in free fall is the best way to function. Neural pathways resemble spaghetti junction. Body clocks out of sync by a couple of weeks. Living on the brink of getting stuck in your sleep. Dig deep and keep pushing, fight the resistance. Take a final flight into the light and the distance. Clinical image at the finish, a winnable dash. My mind state's now approaching critical mass.
When your plans go wrong, take a step back for a second. Understand this could be one of life's lessons, a blessing in disguise. Will you fall down? So pick yourself back up and try. Reach for the clouds in the sky, see the silver lining with your eyes. Yin and yang brings a balance of life, meaning dark couldn't exist without light. So after another night, the morning brings a fresh chance, a different outlook. I'm feeling positive at last. As I look to the ashtray, I contemplate, should I take a blast? Wake and bake, but instead I avoid temptation, I'll wait. Far from a saint, yet I'm praying to the greater force, for a greater cause, forgive me of my flaws. The course of my life I'm unsure, uncertain. If I need to, I'll keep searching till the final curtain. Never lose faith, we stay brave.
when the odds are against you. You gotta take the rough with the smooth. Life got you feeling like God is against you. Got me questioning life like what tragic events do. No joke, this is certain to meds do. I put the pad to the pencil, let my heart do the rest. Death is inevitable, but I ain't dwelling on it. The beat spoke to me, said spit a verse that's in the story that I'm telling on it. They said life's always greener on the other side, just like a vegetable, but that ain't being honest. I learned the lesson, I ain't been in college. They built another prison on the same day that I got the news that a youth center's been demolished. Now where's the hope for us? It's going wrong for both of us, for all of you. Police and politicians for calling you, doing what I ought to do, survival. But it don't always go smoothly, cause the haters and the rivals.
Never lose faith, we stay brave and fight through the worst days, knowing tomorrow the outcome might change. Success is always in range for the determined, stay focused, your dreams might be destined. It's a hard world for so many, some have got lots, but lots haven't got any. Personally I can't say I know poverty, instead I share with the world what I know through my poetry. Positivity is the key, destiny guides me to where I need to be. On the path of the chosen, like Buddha I laugh, creative with the spoken, giving out blessings like a priest in mass. I'm having a blast, enjoying life when it lasts, avoiding temptation, everything in moderation. Balance is my philosophy and the natural equation. I'm just chilling with my people, bouncing on the rhythm like a beagle. Anitek plus Ellen Ceaze equals an original funky outcome with no sequel. Listen as I speak free but speak no evils.
The interlude, inner vision, smooth groove, surprise, rock a rhythm rude, catch the sounds, feeling rise. Effective, reflective, subjective, how we jive. Saxophone, sexy sounds be oozing through your speaker live.
Inside your ears with a sound that we choose, uplifting to help you wash away your winter blues. Don't worry, spring's coming around real soon. Just a few more cycles of the full moon.
Boom to your peers like you're bringing in the New Year's. Then lounge, play this track back, rewind and wind and lie down. If you're feeling lost, rescue must be found. Check the hip hop playground, levitate to higher ground.
I elevate my mind state and take my soul to a different place. Off the radar, lost in time, lost in space. Not hiding, but vanish, disappear without a trace.
Graceful or lethal, yin and yang, slang, chucker kings. Bringing on some jazzy fire might singe. Why you out there, spreading poisonous binge tactics. I explore the nicer scientific fringe practice.
By the time I heard that first rap record, I was hooked. It's a big thing to me, hip-hop.
And what place did it fill in your life?
It was something to do. It was a way to express yourself. It's a form of expression, just like any other art.
I'm educated in this art form with hip-hop, which started long before I was born on the 18th of May in 1987. Around the same time Slick Rick first started storytelling, 10 years before Biggie rose to heaven, when the beatbox would hold down the cypher session. I'm talking way back when Dan and Dame had fame. Not me, I'm underground like Steady B. What's my name? Back before G-Funk was formed in Los Angeles, or Big L dropped the lifestyle of the poor and dangerous. Growing up, I was only a kid when Tupac got shot. Still I remember long before hip-hop was ever hot, as the movement really took shape in the late 80s. I was born a hip-hop baby. The first track I could rap was Gangsta's Paradise. Now I bring my own vibes, even though sometimes I rhyme slow like Smooth and Nice. I'm nice and smooth. Times have changed, but we still sample the old grooves. R.I.P. Dilla, ODB and Guru. I'm sure every single fan of hip-hop misses you. As I was growing up, Nas dropped Illmatic, and Shaggy claimed to be Mr. Bombastic. Nowadays everything seems commercial and plastic. When I was a kid, hip-hop was truly fantastic. I fell in love with the music, the movement, but not the thugs who only spit for money and amusement. I only feel the real deal, skilled MCs who share messages, paint pictures and tell stories. So follow me as I take your brain on a journey through sound. We reflect back to the early days. I'm here in Cypress Hill as I'm getting blazed. I grew up to Wu, Buster and Dr. Dre. So you could say my upbringing was golden, because that's the era I evolved from. Now I'm making tracks for a few chosen underground heads that think I'm outspoken. So you could say my upbringing was golden, because that's the era I evolved from. Now I'm making tracks for a few chosen underground heads that think I'm outspoken.
Money takes effort, effort takes time, time takes money, so I don't waste mine. Money takes effort, effort takes time, time takes money, so I don't waste mine. It's monotonous times, holding down the same 9 to 5, trying to stack money, but that's how we survive. On the habits, eat right, search for light in this never-ending darkness. The tunnel keeps stretching like a can get past it. Stuck in recession, government's forcing us deep into oppression. We need to fight back, we need to tell them your debts ain't mine. I ain't never took nothing, fuck Olympics, 100% over budget. 8.2 mil tossed down the drain, fucked by the government again. They don't feel the pain, that's why man they keep it rugged on these dangerous terrains, making blatant moves cause it's strictly money on their brain. We need to wise up, we need to come together, elaborate on plans to eradicate money from the richest hands. Then they'll finally see the struggle of the fleas at the bottom of the pile that they refuse to believe. Money takes effort, effort takes time, time takes money, so I don't waste mine. Money takes effort, effort takes time, time takes money, so I don't waste mine.
Sometimes we can all be lazy, thinking why should I even try if nobody pays me? And lately there's not enough hours in the day to work, construct, chill and play. As the clock continues to tick tock, I exert energy and now focus my thoughts towards hip hop, to the point where my brain feels drained. So I recuperate, back to bed. I only leave if I'm getting paid. Another day dawns upon us, new brain waves and urge to share knowledge. I always take the time to show respect and homage. I can tell who's trying the hardest as we continue to excel through time. Many are content only to survive. I understand it's hard to try when life feels unfair. Without faith and hope, you're only left with despair.
Money takes effort, effort takes time, time takes money, so I don't waste mine. Money takes effort, effort takes time, time takes money, so I don't waste mine.
I concentrate my thoughts and try to formulate a master plan before my fate is sealed and the hourglass fills with sand, raising up my consciousness. Can you understand? I'm grasping at the future but can't hold it in my hands. Understand, a new age of focus, a new blessing. Attempt to utilize every single millisecond. Most people only manifest through their possessions, so I stay on my toes, try to keep them guessing. Sun up till sundown, all the way through the night. Everything takes time, it takes time when I write. So understand and your life will unite. But what do I know? I'd rather blaze the piff and get high.
Money takes effort, effort takes time, time takes money, so I don't waste mine. Money takes effort, effort takes time, time takes money, so I don't waste mine.
Let's focus on the bigger picture. You won't find any answers at the bottom of a bottle of liquor. Staring at the man in the mirror, reserving judgment until my vision becomes clearer. Waiting for the smoke clouds to rise and disappear. I'm still a young guy, far from wise, but give me a few years to settle and grow. I'm slowly taking form, patiently waiting for the new day to dawn.
I need to find myself, float away, suffocate my brain, grab my bags and eradicate. Seek my epiphany, resuscitate, fix my mental state, wipe the slate, clean, escape these wretched dreams. Shit ain't what it seems. Like these preppy guys and all these fucking leaks. From the penthouse to the street, this pain runs deep. Drowning in depression, surrounded by oppression. When faith runs low, we need a visible blessing.
Life's deep, from the countries to the street. I avoid drama, where most create their own heat. Always acting big, causing beef. Only when you're hit with karma will you consider turning over a new leaf. It's never too late to change direction. Understand your flaws, observe your reflection. Learn new skills if you need to earn more money to pay bills, and stay real to yourself.
I need to fix up and change my persona. Stay social, ride it sober, follow plans until they're over. My focus lapsed, but now I got it back. My drive and ambition, they talk and I listen when I used to dismiss them. Now I share my wisdom, dropping knowledge like a modern day prophet. I don't make profit from these rhymes. I work hard and stack loot in preparation for the hard times, cause it's a hard life. You'll never hear the forecast over the grapevine, so take time to embrace life. Straight live it, open your eyes, the imagery is wicked. Even in the darkest night, the strongest light we'll see can guide you.
Enduring life at my own leisure, staying up late, getting baked, making music for pleasure. I swear I'm getting more tired every single day. Still I endeavour to find the time to grind until I close my eyes and drift away. Work, sleep, wait for the weekend to wake and bake, then repeat, let's do it all again, friend. My perception is blurred, days skip and weeks blend. I might be losing my mind and my memory, but my lyrics will stay with me to the bitter end.
And a little something for the late night drifters. Hydro stink and a fresh pack of blue slim Rizzlers. The mood's fitting, stereo blazer lace the composition. Raid your inhibitions, who you kidding? This track's totally gripping. I got them old school cats reminiscing, burning on a soul flower, thoughts overreach. I see the beast devour. These days I'm thinking deep. I seek resistance from the powers that be. Overwhelmed by the tapestry of anarchy. Fools crack the sheath, release from the vanity.
Induce the nerve, loosen up, induce the retina, eyesight sharp. Mellow out but feel the mutual spark, the rebel art you'll find in our selector bases. Tones, drones, collect ya. Never dumb it down or simple like no vector eye. Walk the corners through the cityscapes, dodging all the poses, all the pretty fakes, the bromance. Playing out your slow jams, talking about your big on road. Lengthy conversations, talking back slang and street code. The rap still spill ill glow. Drifter fading out of here, I'm watching with a cautious eye and free flow, a shadow. In amongst the madness of the paralytic, see me stand tall, never self-destruct or free fall.
I hear the thunder calling, the forming of a stormy morning, the warning. From the grey clouds above I see the rain start falling down to the dry ground beneath. The heavy downpour causes roots to leak, fields and rivers start to flood. Soil is turned into mud as the land is drowned in nature's love, leaving small streams running down the streets of England, where it always rains at least once a week. When it rains it pours to relieve my pain. I journey on a long walk to gather my thoughts. I take a second to pause and empty my brain. The fresh air helps me to think clear again. When it rains it pours to relieve my pain. I journey on a long walk to gather my thoughts. I take a second to pause and empty my brain. The fresh air helps me to think clear again. I'm getting fed up of being stuck indoors. I'm not sure this is the life I was designed for. I'm thinking maybe I should travel more, live more. Dreams of living in a house down by the shore. I'm thinking local, Europe, France or Italy. I ask myself what's really stopping me. Usually blame the obvious money, but just maybe the reality is because I'm lazy. When it rains it pours to relieve my pain. I journey on a long walk to gather my thoughts. I take a second to pause and empty my brain. The fresh air helps me to think clear again. When it rains it pours to relieve my pain. I journey on a long walk to gather my thoughts. I take a second to pause and empty my brain. The fresh air helps me to think clear again. Moods calm after the storm. The outlook will be different in the morning. Emotions get heated in the moment. I'm sorry if my temper exploded. I'm still stressed, no less, but that's no excuse. I'm hoping you can forgive me and my actions can be excused. Please understand the friendship requires two, so I apologize and I forgive you. When it rains it pours to relieve my pain. I journey on a long walk to gather my thoughts. I take a second to pause and empty my brain. The fresh air helps me to think clear again. When it rains it pours to relieve my pain. I journey on a long walk to gather my thoughts. I take a second to pause and empty my brain. The fresh air helps me to think clear again.
With our next song, we need your imagination. Imagination. Imagination.
Life's more than true, life's more than strange. Experience shared through the decades. I feel sad as my dad was taken from me at this young age, leaving a small piece of my heart filled with rage and my thoughts filled with confusion. Is this reality or just an illusion? I'm out of touch, my mind drifts with imagination. I keep busy, distracted from the devastation. Deep down feeling unease, still mourning. I'm finding it hard to gather energy in the morning. As I'm crawling out of bed with only sleep for breakfast, there's just one thought in the back of my head. The house is feeling empty now, it's just me and mum. Even though you're gone, I'll always be your son. I could never forget where I came from, a proud Crawford, roots up in Scotland. Life's more than strange, many days seem empty. I seek change as the devil tempts me with 7 deadly sins of ecstasy, distracting me from music and productivity. I'm not surprised that so many lose it. Don't lose your mind or even lose your cool, cause you could lose your sanity and lose it all. From the top to the bottom, that's a long way to fall. I'm trying to make progression, but some days I stall, and it feels like I'm back to square one. I've ended up exactly where I begun. Most days end with a similar outcome. It seems change is only familiar to some, trapped in the cycle of the system, hardwired, forever imprisoned. Life's more than strange, is this serious or perhaps just a game? We keep playing unsure of the aim. Time passes, we age, yet I still feel the same. I wonder what's the purpose of life. I'm sure it's more than a large house and a trophy wife. Like spreading love and knowledge to the people instead of using power to create evil. Yin and yang balance should always be equal. Lessons of life, karma will teach you. No religion, yet I still remain spiritual and original, as each one of us was born individual. Many are lyrical but often lack true meaning, lacking substance, content and feeling. Sometimes I close my eyes and wish I was dreaming. I miss you, Dad, I'm stuck in bereavement. Sometimes I close my eyes and wish I was dreaming. I'm stuck in bereavement.
almost every change situation. What we're doing is we're substituting new, unfamiliar behaviors for behaviors that are older and more comfortable.
Fuck these grey clouds, I'm searching for them gleaming stars, just to know my loved ones can hear my prayers after dark. Bare hate resonates within my heart, but tomorrow is my future, so yesterday remains the past. Take a second glance, analyze the outcome. You could choose a different path or stand tall like Malcolm. Not another statistic, paralyzed by the system, downtrodden, left wishing you could have done it different. It's never too late, but realize the great success means bare fakes. Avoid the snakes, levitate your mind state. Set a goal, work towards it, don't be scared of falling. It's one of life lessons, the higher realms are calling. Realize your self-work, with hard work you can achieve. Stand firm, protect your dreams, cause life ain't what it seems. Your world could get grabbed and split at the seams, but nothing's impossible as long as you believe.
Finally it looks like my luck is looking up. Just in time, life had me feeling rather stuck. My faith was running out, seeming desperately low. The situations change, we can learn, we can grow. Finally it looks like my luck is looking up. Just in time, life had me feeling rather stuck. My faith was running out, seeming desperately low. The situations change, we can learn, we can grow. Bad days often play and stay on my mind. A different perspective I need to find. Inner peace, relax where I should be reclined, instead of feeling on the edge all of the time. Take a step back and breathe for a few seconds. Life's full of setbacks, but I bounce in succession. Grateful for my blessings, knowing things could always be worse. I take a minute to think about my friends that were taken from this earth. Now I'm questioning my own worth and my own worst enemy, and my feedback hurts. It's got me feeling even worse, feeling like I'm cursed, feeling sorry for myself, of course. Lately, life can make my mood spin, but like nature, I will soon blossom again, for flowers always appear in the spring. The cycle of life is never ending. Finally it looks like my luck is looking up. Just in time, life had me feeling rather stuck. My faith was running out, seeming desperately low. The situations change, we can learn, we can grow. Finally it looks like my luck is looking up. Just in time, life had me feeling rather stuck. My faith was running out, seeming desperately low. The situations change, we can learn, we can grow. Who's to blame? Who's to blame? Okay. Who's to blame? To blame for the way that I'm feeling. I feel the light, feel the dark, feel the joy, and I feel the pain. As with time, my mood's constantly changing. I may never feel the same again. Who's to blame? I feel the light, feel the dark, feel the joy, and I feel the pain. As with time, my mood's constantly changing. I may never feel the same again. Who's to blame for the way that I'm feeling? My head's bouncing off the walls, my mind's running up the ceiling. Am I the king of my own freedom, or just a ray of light shining through the prism? As another year passes, the new begins. What's different? I've survived the ride, yet it felt insignificant. Families and friends falling at my side, no time to cry, I must continue with my life. Who's to blame for the mass lies? And how can false information still be televised? I don't believe what I'm seeing with my eyes or hearing with my ears. It's not the truth I fear. I fear how the truth can be tainted or hidden, buried deep within encrypted systems. Knowledge kept strictly on the need to know basis. As the secrets are uncovered, they expose familiar faces. Who's to blame for our shallow desires? Are we brainwashed or pulling our own wires? Just puppets on strings operating the system. The information we're given is mainly fiction. Forgive me if the style that I'm writing isn't quite exciting enough. I'm not fiending or pleading for hunger or lust. I'm trying to feed my consciousness. Forgive me if the style that I'm writing isn't quite exciting enough. I'm not fiending or pleading for hunger or lust. I'm trying to feed my consciousness. Behind closed doors, I sit and meditate, I pray to the Lord. Please give me strength, I contemplate my faith. Both hands on my sword with my eyes closed, like I'm wearing a blindfold. Wondering how mysteries unfold and in which direction my life might evolve. Tonight, I felt a certain warmth in my soul, when lately I've been feeling rather low. Life often does that, I'm sure you know. But I'm a man, so I pick myself back up. And as I plan a path of positivity, I need to focus on the future, forgetting the misery that's surrounding and consuming me. I need to overcome all of this negativity. The path is history, survival is my destiny. But I often wonder, who am I destined to be? Sometimes I feel lost in reality. I'm just observing, staring out to the galaxy, watching the world pass me by as the planet spins at a slow rate, but time still flies. We should enjoy it while it lasts. Relax, but also work hard if you wish to succeed. I plant seeds, hoping one day trees might grow. Feeling impatient, I know progression is slow. Lately I've not been eating or feeling right. In fact, I'm finding it hard to sleep at night. I wake up still tired, my chest is feeling tight. I'm fading and I've not got the strength to fight. I barely got the strength to even hold the mic, and I'm quickly losing the will to write. I can't focus, I'm losing my eyesight, feeling hopeless, sitting under the moonlight. How romantic, shame there's no love in my life. I'm feeling sick, my complexion is turning white, and my stomach is spinning like a roller coaster ride, as if I'm about to explode from the inside out. Suddenly I retch, I almost feel to shout as a horrible taste rises up and into my mouth. Without giving any thought, I just belt out. I'm on my way to being sick, no doubt. 12 hours later and I'm still not feeling well. Inside I'm actually feeling like hell, internally ripped apart within, as if my body has been cut open. I feel pain, sharp like a pen, affecting my brain. Another headache again, am I insane? Unsure are my friends, I'm not quite gone, I'm just sitting on the fence, enjoying both sides of the view, wondering which side do I belong to. Is the grass really greener when I'm with you? Take me to your dealer, Mary Jane is the issue. I need you, I miss you. £10 for a gram wrapped in tissue. I'm trapped. Cannabis is the addiction. I've never done a drug, but every day I'm spliffing. I'll be ringing up Monday, sick from work because I stayed up late Sunday, and now my head hurts. There appears to be a problem and I'm far from an expert, but I'd say I'm lacking food, sleep, strength and effort. I can't concentrate, I'm losing all motivation. I've not felt the same since my dad was taken. Eyes open, now I'm seeing life in perspective. Losing a relative always makes you feel negative. Or far worse, this is far from my first loss. I'm still young, yet I feel like I've already lost lots. From family to friends, jobs and currency. Currently, I'm not really feeling my usual me. Instead of feeling happy and real laid back, I felt on edge and ready to attack. The stress levels were rising in my head. I'm glad you're free from pain and now at peace and death. During these dark days, my vision is distorted, my clarity is hazed. Another soul lost in the abyss, stuck in the maze, searching desperately to try and find my way. Surrounded by negativity, life's got me feeling grey, so I blaze heavy, wasting time away, considering decisions, but time doesn't wait. We've all been presented with problems and made mistakes. So when your world's falling apart, it can be more than hard to keep faith. I keep my strength warm inside my heart. I focus my brain to perfect this art, searching for light from within the dark. This fire ignites from a single spark.
They say all I'm spitting about is negativity. People selling books, acting like the knowledge isn't free. Is there hope for the dead broke, cause college isn't free? Certain countries they die to learn, but they can't afford the fee. I gotta be free. Back in jail I can't afford to be. Hard to choose out of money or rapping, what means more to me? Should be obvious, I'm just trying to get the balance right. But I still got a grievance with police officers. Please, all I can see is grief. I guess I'm blinded, cause there is so much more to see. I've been reminded, I travel with the metal piece, hustle and grinded. I stand side to side with my brothers, never behind them. I'm finding the system is a trap and vampire, so I ain't got no time to have a scrap, I bang fire, whoa. Use knives cause the circumstances, I'm the first and the last in. I'm on the ras ting, no gas in.
In my mind, thinking of times from many years ago, long before I rhymed or ever blessed a microphone. Just a young child growing up slightly wild, always out, never at home. On the streets we roamed, exploring the depth of the city, leaving our mark with a trail of graffiti. I love painting, blazing and skating, chilling with my people, sitting on the pavement. We used to stay out late every night, adventures under the moonlight. We were never too concerned with wrong or right, causing mischief, you know how kids love to fight. We've all made mistakes and felt our heart break. Through the bad times, I gathered my strength. I'll never forget the path that's led me here, as I reminisce on the past 25 years.
When I was a kid I used to wish that I was older, but nowadays I'm older, I wish I was young. Fortified my personality through life experiences, apprehensive cause I still feel it's just begun. Remember back through the mist, when I reminisce, through a haze of burnt splits, the days were sun-kissed. I miss when it was all so simple, we vibed to instrumentals, putting paper to pencil. A stencil, an archetype for the rest of my life. No question was I ready to ever sever those ties that bind me and remind me of a better place in space and time where you will find me. Hook the beat up with the sample kinda nice, an example of my outlook and the way I feel about life as I share my past and reminisce on the track. Let's take a sec to think back. Reminisce, reminisce, reminisce. 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 Reminisce, 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 reminisce.
Let's take a second, think back.
Take a trip down memory lane, maintain and let your brain drift back to the days where the living was so piff. Kids roll together and drift, the sunny days blaze. Chilling was the craze, skateboards and skate parks kept me young at heart. Combo, afro and hoodie, pay no mind to the upper shouting, look at E, jocks jealous. Kept my own styles develop. Everybody's wearing Vans nowadays, and hoodies, ain't it funny how the times change. JD Coke, liter bottle hours, that bloke on weekends. Friends, house parties, passing round a cocktail, blends and tens. Girls' profiles reviewed, rumors and the stories, man, I only had a few more reserved. Not disturbed by trends, many skets around the end scene. No princess and no queen, so my man's made the music all that hip-hop-ish. The years of bliss I reminisce.